because I want that wow factor. And I've heard people check in. I'll be sitting out front and I'll hear people check in, and you can hear them like, "Oh my gosh," or "Oh wow." You can hear that, and that's what gets me up. That's what gets me high. Good morning, everyone. Wanted to do or good evening, whatever it is in your world. Wanted to do a video on design elements. I've been around the design industry pretty much my entire life. That's a little bit of background myself. We used to manufacture furniture for high-end homes all across the United States, second homes, lodges, resorts, things of that nature. So I've always been around the design side of things, of furnishings, so to speak. I opened up my first furniture store when I was 18 years old in Blowing Rock, North Carolina. I basically started with nothing on that, a little help from my dad, and then we partnered in, and kind of back history on that. The second year in business, we moved to the main strip, and I was 19 then, or no, I was actually still 18, about to turn 19. And we actually started doing 50 grand a month in sales. So I have a history of design, and a lot of people I've been dealing with the past several years, they don't know that, but they do now because of my motel, the Groovy Nomad. So I wanted to share how I feel personally, how the Airbnb market is turning. We went through this phase in real estate of these agreeable grays and white, all this white ceiling, gray walls, gray flooring, all that stuff. And I seriously see that it's phasing out. And I do believe that if you have an Airbnb and if you make it funky, or if you make it very vibrant with color and a splash of textured walls, or some plants, and some backgrounds like this right here, that you can pretty much what I'm saying is people want an experience. They just don't want a regular Airbnb anymore. I feel like that's where it's going. People are starting to catch on to that. My motel, the Groovy Nomad, when I first started that, I tried to pitch those ideas to people. My ideas, well, people can't see inside my brain, and I understand that because I was trying to raise money for it at the time. They can't see inside my brain. They don't know my past history either, and it's not. So basically, when you're pitching an idea to someone, it's easier to show them than it is to tell them. I mean, you can tell them all day long, and basically no one's going to believe you. So you have to show them you have to show them your quality. You have to show them your design experience. You have to show them you can do that you got in you, what it takes to make this thing happen, make this dream come alive. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that, adding the little elements. Now, when you're doing Airbnb, you don't want a bunch of crap in there. You don't want to overcrowd it, because then it gets too busy. Now, there is one room that I did called the Cheetah Room, number 3 in the motel. I really made it busy because I went to a disco themed era of time. So I've got the disco ball in the ring light. I've got the gold cheetah. I've got the wild looking wall on the back. I got shag carpet on the wall. I've got a couple of record albums that are sticking on the wall. I've got the 1960s retro chairs that are like premium shape that I put in there. And we did the orange and white tiled shower. I mean, it's very busy, but it all kind of connects into the disco theme era of, those disco nights. I was born in the mid 70s, so I'm not really familiar. I've never partied in that era, but, just to see what I kind of put together, I really like it. There's probably some changes I could make to make it more simplified, but I like the way I went with it. Now it's very busy, just like the Elvis room. I did a jungle room. I made it very busy because I want people to come in and go, wow, what in the world have we just stepped into? And because I want that wow factor. And I've heard people check in. I'll be sitting out front and I'll hear people check in, and you can hear them like, oh my gosh, or oh wow, you can hear that. And that's what gets me up. That's what gets me high. What gets me high in life. And I feel like if you can address your Airbnb rentals, you know, to that, like what area are you in? Are you in the mountains? Are you in the beach area? Are you in where are you located? So kind of go to that theme, but really funky it up and jazz it up. I wouldn't be scared. What is your view too? Like if you're looking out the window, are you looking at an ocean? Are you looking at a lake? Are you looking at a pond? Are you looking at a river? Are you looking at a mountain valley? Are you looking at trees? What are you looking at? So that kind of would tie in to certain things too, depending on what your Airbnb is. Is it an A-frame? Is it a cabin? What is it? Is it brick? What's your theme? So kind of tying stuff in together with the atmosphere. Now, of course, we're in the mountains, and I did some funky rooms, but it's a old strip motel, and I wanted to bring a vibe to our area. And I was a little scared to do that, but we did it, and it's working, and we pulled it off. And I'm not saying we're the greatest designers, but we did a great job. Melissa and I did, and we pulled it off. So when you go into your Airbnb, just don't do the normal. And this is my opinion, of course. Just don't do the normal gray walls. Don't do the normal gray floor. Bring a little. And if you don't know how to do this, hire someone who knows how to do this, because we all don't know how to do this. And let's just be honest. I don't know how to work on a vehicle. I'm a terrible mechanic. I'm ignorant in mechanics on vehicles. I'm totally ignorant to that. So what do I do when I need something worked on my vehicle, on my car? I hire someone who knows what they're doing. And, you don't need to pay a lot of money, but just hire someone and just jazz it up. And I know I am, I'm getting a bigger return on my money because of that, because people are making my motel a destination and then figuring out what to do because it's so funky and so vibrant and good vibes only that they want to stay. And when they come back, when they stay in one room, all the guests are saying, when we come back, we're going to stay in another room. So that's the kind of the vibe I wanted to give across. So when you're designing your area, try and be a little funky with it. Don't go too crazy, but try and add natural elements like plants, color, wallpaper. Wallpaper, I'm telling you, wallpaper's coming back, and it's coming back strong. So get on spoonflower.com. That's where we got all of our wallpaper, spoonflower.com. I do not recommend Society 6. They have some great papers, but the paper that I got from them was very thin, and it didn't stick as well as Spoonflowers. I did not like it. Now, you may have a preference, and that's totally fine, but me personally, I did not like Society 6 paper. The texture was off. It was thin. It was hard to work with, but Spoonflower, this is Spoonflower right here, spoonflower.com. They have a great thick vinyl paper, and it has a texture to it, and it's easy to work with. So that's what I use. And we base all of our rooms off the wallpaper. What we'll do is we'll pick a wallpaper. Okay, we're going with this theme. What is this theme? And then we kind of just transition it, the little thing, here and there, the furniture, the mid-century modern look, the little knickknacks that go with it. And sometimes we'll just spend a day out in town shopping, and we'll see something like that's going in that room. That's perfect. That right there is perfect for that room. Sometimes you just got to go out and shop and see it. But anyway, that's my little tidbit of information on decorating your Airbnb. Again, I'm not a professional. Some people call me a professional, but I do not view myself as a professional designer. But I do like what I like, and I feel like I've really captured the spirit of what people want to see and feel when they walk into an Airbnb motel or whatever it is. I want to credit someone for that skill set, and that is my dad. Because my dad, I'll tell you something, he has blown my mind in some of the stuff that he has created in the past, during the age of the Appalachian rustic furniture era. Some of that I was like, my gosh, how did you even come up with that? I mean, he's really blown my mind. So I get that creativity does flow through my family. So I am blessed with that. But anyway, if you have any questions, if you need any help, reach out to us. I'm fixing to get moving on something even better. So have a good day. God bless us all.